Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. I thought I would do a really random video today. I do apologise this is late in going up. I do apologise if I look a mess because I just can't be arsed, sorry. But I thought I would do one of my requested videos, which is makeup brushes. So I knew I put up on Instagram if people wanted to see what I use to put my makeup on. I use Real Technique brushes, so I have 8 brushes in total that I use at the moment. There's one brush there that I don't use, which is this brush, which is a buffing brush. That is one brush that I don't use at the moment, but because I don't know how to use it, which is a bit stupid of me, I should really know. But the orange set came with the case, and then I bought these separately, not individually. They came in a set along with a sponge, which is in my makeup bag. But sometimes I use my sponge, sometimes I don't. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each individual brush and what I use them for, and I will also read what's on the brush as well, because I sometimes use brushes for different reasons, not for what it actually says on the brush, if that makes sense. So this is going to be a short but sweet video, but I'll go through each brush and tell you what I use them for. So I'll start from that way to that way. So my first one is my Expert Face Brush. So I actually use this as a foundation brush. So I use a dollop of foundation on my hand. I then smother that in and then just wipe it onto my face. I usually use my sponge over afterwards just to get rid of the brush marks. But that's what I use for my foundation. Get it back in there. This is the next brush, which is a setting brush. I sometimes use this brush for my contour. So I use it for my dark bits that go along my forehead, and then sometimes on my creases on my cheeks. But I use that usually for contour. And then this is the Deluxe Crease Brush. So I actually use this as an eyeshadow brush. So sort of the same thing. I do use this for the creases of my eyes. But I haven't used it a lot. That is one thing that I don't use. I haven't done a lot of experimenting with using eyeshadow at the moment. But I will eventually start using that. But that is my eyeshadow brush. And then this is one of my favourite brushes, which is actually a blush brush. And I do use this for blusher. So as you can see that I do sort of use it for blusher, if you can tell, it is sort of pinky colour. But yeah, I do use this and another brush, which is just like a thin brush that comes out. It's not like a fan brush, it's all bristly, if that makes sense. But I use that to make a line on my cheek, on my cheekbone, and then I use that just to blend it in. And then onto my lovely orange ones, which actually does say Real Technique, and that is a contour brush, and I do use this for contour as well as my setting brush. I think I mix the two together because I use one for the lighter shade and I use one for the darker shade. I think I use this one for the lighter shade. And then this is, can't remember what this one is. This is the pointed foundation brush. I haven't really used this one for foundation yet because I've sort of gotten used to the bigger brushes. But I sometimes have used this for can't think what it's called. Concealer. There you go. I've got it out in the end. And I sometimes use it for concealer, but I need to start washing my brushes a bit more often. Sometimes I use the setting one for concealer as well as my contour. I shouldn't really mix my brushes together, if that makes sense. But I might start using that more for concealer. And then my little dainty brush, which is, that's a detailer brush. I do use this brush to contour my nose with. So I do lighten it at times. I don't usually use the darker shades. I usually use the lighter shades just to give it a little bit of highlight. And then last but not least is this big brush, which I don't use, which is a buffing brush. So I don't actually know what you use it for, which is a bit stupid of me. When I purchase brushes, I should know what they are used for and what part of my face I should use them for. But I don't actually know what this is used for, and I will find out and most probably start using it. But all these brushes are like really fine bristles, and they're all like a greyish tone, apart from some of them have got makeup on, and I have got a tool to take the makeup off with, which I got on Wish, and it's basically one that you can stick in the sink, and you just use like your normal facial wash and you just clean your brushes with it. Sorry, I've got an itchy cheek. That you wash your brushes up with in the sink with like a normal facial wash or something that you would use on your face. So don't use like normal dishwasher soap, because that's not what you would put on your face. But yeah, no, sorry. But yeah, no, these are the brushes that I use at the moment. I will leave links to the brushes downstairs in the description. I've got these ones from Boots, and unfortunately the orange set and the case came cheap out of Asda because it was on offer, which I found, and I thought, since I need more brushes to sort of experiment more with using makeup on my face, I need more brushes. So unfortunately, if I can find that, it might be a bit more expensive to what I paid. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share, and I will leave all links in the description box down below for you. So peace out guys, and I will see you very soon.